baseball coverage for you guys to listen to, and I'm looking forward to it. For me, it's going to be a lot of fun. Starting on Wednesday, January 14th, Benjamin Hill from MLB.com. He writes Ben's Biz blog, and he's also columnist for MILB.com and MLB.com. He's going to be with us. Also, from the Salt Lake Bees, 15-year broadcaster Steve Clockie is going to be here as well, as Salt Lake Bees is a AAA affiliate of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. So he's going to be here to talk a little bit of Angels, and then he was there when the Twins moved through, were in town, or were affiliated with them as well. So should be a lot of fun. January 21st, Jamie Newberg, author of the Newberg Report, has been on this show before, kind of an extensive look at the, comprehensive look at the Rangers system. So looking forward to that. And then also that night, Jeff Levering, broadcaster for Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, also affiliations with the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. They're their high A affiliate, so we'll talk to him. January 28th, from the Trenton Thunder, broadcaster Steve Rubenstein. They are the Yankees affiliate, so some Yankees talk as well. A lot of other guest authors. We're going to have some authors on. Another author that we're going to have on, I got his book here. Where did I put that? Man, the computers are all running real slow tonight, and you hate that when you're on the air, you know. Let's see, who else? Mark Leonweaver. He's going to be here. He wrote a book. I have all that information for you. It's coming, but we got lots of cool stuff coming up. So you stay with us for the year. Plus, we're setting up live broadcast again, live remote broadcast. We're going to be at spring training. Heck, Todd, you might even be at spring training with us. So, it should be. It should be a lot of fun. So we're looking forward to all this cool stuff that we got going on that we have set up this year here at MILBradio.com, broadcasting live on Blog Talk Radio and also on the Ucaster Network. So good for that, and I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, it should be a really good year for us, and it's going to be great. I mean, you just can't beat it. So. Got a call from the 870 area code. Let's get him on the air. This is Tim Kuda on MILBradio.com.
Hey, Tim, it's Brady.
Hey, Brady, how you doing, buddy?
It's good. How's it going? It's been a while since I've been on the show. I'm glad to be back with y'all for tonight.
A blast from the past, Brady Holtzhauer. Now, Brady, you're doing a sports show these days in the good old state of Arkansas, right? Oh wait, I can get arrested for saying that.
Yeah, you wouldn't be the first to say Arkansas. In fact, we got a coach in the SEC who can't even say Arkansas. But regardless, yeah, I'm living in Fayetteville, Arkansas. I'm a student at the university now, and I had my own radio show that's coming to an end as of tomorrow, actually, because I finished my internship. So I'm actually doing a job interview with a TV station on Wednesday, so that'll be fun. But, yeah, I mean, it's been a blast. Radio's a lot of fun, and, Tim, I've always... I've kept tabs on you. You may not know it, but I've been tuning in when I can. So,
excellent. Well, we're glad to have you. So, you're here tonight, and I think we talked last week a little bit about the Yankees ruining baseball. I know you had a comment on that we weren't able to get on, and you wanted to mention that. So, what was your comment from our last week discussion where we were talking about the Yankees ruining baseball?
Oh, it's gotten so ridiculous, Tim. I'm telling you, the Yankees, what did they spend, like $430 million already this offseason? They're starting to be like the Cubs, but worse. I mean, you look at Mark Teixeira getting $180 million. Here's my concern as a Cardinals fan, coming from a smaller market. I know St. Louis isn't, tiny, but regardless, it's not the Northeast. It's not it's not like that. And the Cardinals, with Albert Pujols coming up in 2010, they have an extension they can give him through the year 2011 for $16 million. But with that $180 million contract that went down for Mark Teixeira, what is Albert Pujols going to fetch when he comes up for contract renewal? I mean, what is he going to get? He's at $100 million right now. Do you think Teixeira is better than Albert Pujols? Honestly, $180 million? Albert Pujols is going to be probably one of the I'm not sure. I hadn't kept up with it, but what is Rodriguez's contract? Is it $200 million or is it less?
I'm not exactly sure. He may have restructured a little bit, but yeah, I mean, it's still up there. They're all up there. Now, are you afraid that Albert will not be re-signed by the Cardinals?
Well, I've talked to a couple of other journalists who cover the Cardinals and talk about the Cardinals, and they're just Cardinals fans. And, from what I've learned, it looks like the Cardinals are going to do whatever it takes to get him, and you can tell if you follow them this season, they hadn't spent a whole lot. They even gave up Aaron Miles to the Cubs, so it's looking like, I don't know if they're just holding back for that Pujols signing, but regardless, he's going to fetch a lot of money, probably a record-breaking deal. I would say he's going to be getting entertaining offers from, teams like the Yankees and so forth that are going to be well over $200 million. Because if Teixeira can get this, and a good place to go is to the St. Louis Post-Dispatch's website. Derek Gould did a story on this. I read it and I was just intrigued. It's just the Yankees are ruining baseball because they are setting a standard that no team can meet. If Mark Teixeira can fetch $180 million, what are these other guys going to get? What's Albert Pujols going to fetch? It's gotten ridiculous to the point that they are literally ruining baseball. And I know that doesn't affect minor league baseball so much, but for pro baseball, when you get to the major leagues, if you're somewhat good, you're going to be asking for big money because you can get it from teams now.
Well, we did say it does affect.
You make an excellent point because, where are they going to get this money to pay guys like Teixeira? It's going to come from the fans. It's going to come. They've got $1 billion stadium that's going to go up next year, and I think the home plate seats right behind home plate are going to go like for $1,200 or $1,500 a game, just for one single game. If you want to sit right behind home plate, it's $1,500 for just that one game.
Well, Todd, we actually mentioned this last week. We talked a lot about that last week about who's going to pay for it, and we did talk a little bit about the minor league implications on that because it does, as they say, stuff rolls downhill, and it does roll downhill in the minors, and guys in the minors are going to try to get as much as they can, and there will be some economic impact on the minor leagues as well. And it's one of these things where you just kind of look at it and you go, that's what they're going to pay. That's what the Yankees have decided to do. They're going to pay these guys, and that's it. They've gone out and said, well, we've got an endless amount of money, and we're going to make it back, through all the deals because we're the Big Apple, and we can make that money, and we're going to charge people because we know people will pay for it. We're the Yankees. The Cubs do the same thing. The Cubs do the same thing, and so do the Red Sox to a certain extent. It's arrogance on these teams where they know that they can just do whatever they want and charge whatever they want because they've got these cult followings, that just follow them, they're just like a cult, and they go around and the Cubs are the same way. To a certain extent, the Dodgers, especially like a lot of these old teams, they just got these cult followings, and they know that they're going to get their dough. Now, that may change. You never know with this economic situation, and that's actually one of the things we're going to discuss about minor league baseball. And Elwood, one of our normal listeners, is in the chat room right now. Elwood has brought up the point many times that minor league baseball is going to probably may even prosper a little bit from this type of stuff because what's going to happen is people aren't going to be able to afford to go to the major league game, and they're going to choose to go to the minor leagues, especially where you got Fort Wayne Tech Caps building a brand new stadium right down the road here. King County Cougars are renovating their stadium. It's going to make it basically look brand new. The only thing that's going to be the same is the field and the seats right near the field. So it is going to have an impact on baseball as a whole because you're going to drive people away. They're not going to be able to afford it. But as long as and Napper made this point last week, as long as attendance continues to break records and attendance continues to go up in MLB, you're never going to change it.
Well, Tim, I'm going to make this point. How much of the blame does fall on the fans? I mean, we're the ones buying the merchandise and paying for tickets, and, that's what's paying the players' salaries. I mean, you look at teams like the Yankees, you're talking about a cold following. You're right. I mean, I'm in southeast Arkansas, living in a town of 700 when I'm not at college, and I know about 10 Yankees fans here. It's just ridiculous. They've never been to a game, but they obsess over it. I don't know, to the point where I think the fans have to take the blame when we talk about these salaries that are crazy. And here's a question: when are we going to look at possibly doing a salary cap?